The blue line. Going in the corner. Kept back in by Dadal. Nolan spins around and reverses his man and open. Who's fresh off the bench, flips it high in the zone. Dadal picking up on his forehand, loose puck. Makes a nice move into the zone. Fun goaltender Baskin. Nolan backhands it down for Duplessis in the corner. Duplessis skates up, past the ringette line. And in the blue line, he shoots. Blocker saved by Beck. Stop back in, Jaya still possession. the blue line. Going in the corner. Kept back in by Dallal. Nolan spins around and reverses his man and open. Who's fresh off the bench, flips it high in the zone. Dallal picking it up on his forehand, loose puck. Makes a nice move into the zone. Fun goaltender Baskin. Nolan backhands it down for Duplessis in the corner. Duplessis skates up, past the ring at line. Nearing the blue line, he shoots. Blocker saved by Beck. Stop back in. Jaya still possession, banking off the boards. Stepping in, Duplessis, high slot. Not shooting, he passed on right to. No icing calls the linesman. Legier picks it up in his own crease. Skates around over in his corner, trying to flip it out. Blocked by Paulin. Greeley there as well. There's a collision there. Oh, a stretch pass for Cole. Cole skating into the middle with Smith with him. Cole shooting just wide of the. Blockier back. Present in Gretzky's office. Throws it over for Bellier. Banks off the boards. Flash Legier. Bellier in along the right. Shot save. Face off near the away penalty box to be won by the Flyers. Legier, DDD pass to Roy, who sends it up for Rodier, who gets by the Flyers. Legier, DDD pass to Roy, who sends it up for Rodier, who gets hit big along the boards. Take it up the other way. Speed accelerates through center. Waits, goes around a couple Flyers. So goes around the net, wraparound, score! Up his Kitchen. Stops, looks for options in the corner, goes to Paulin. Trying to center that one out over Robinson, but it's going to be taken away a bit. Going all the way back for Roy in the Dieppe Flyers defensive zone. McQuaid finds it against the penalty box, trying to scoop it in. He's in. Send it down to Cole. Cole, who is just near the face-off top, puts it in the middle. Stevens shooting multiple shots. He successfully evades Greeley. Can be kept in by Lewis, or it won't. Sent it against the boards. Arbo throws it behind the net. Robinson backhander in front, trying to get that over to Steves and his. Skates up with speed, emerging from the zone. Gaining speed and accelerating, but losing the puck. It's poked off by Through. Going back the other way is Cole battling with Legier. And we're going to find over for McKinnon. McKinnon slides to the middle. Finds the puck in his forehand. Stops, shoots, saved. And the rebound is clear. Right point. Down to the right. Back up, high slot, shot, save. Rebound, Smith. Still loose. Where is it? Just in the high. Into the neutral ice. Trying to get that one over for Muffet. Bellier steps into the zone, leaves it off. McQuaid stepping in with the shot is wide and the found in the corner. Bringing it out is Rodier taken down. Paulin over the slot. McFadden the shot save. Rodier now in the Rangers defensive zone, skating back with it. There's a pass to Blacquial. Blacquial pass in the middle is up by Dallal into the zone. Dallal shooting pad save. Cole is taken down in the corner. A Flyer went with him. Out in the neutral zone, Smith trying to get a stick on it. Roy up with speed. Mathieu Roy shooting just nearing his zone. Kosovoon over for Arbo. Into the middle, poked away. There's a big Jaya skates in, gets past one. Jaya still with it behind the net. Sent it up. Robinson with a shot blocker save, and that will end the. Gets through the ring line and puts a dot right to the middle for Duplessis going on the bench. Duplessis into the zone. Shoot. Score. For icing. Cole up against Alain.
First goal scored by number 22.
Smith going around the net. Sent out in front. Stopped by Powers and the loose parts. Lewis can't quite reach it. Skating with speed is Paulin. Gets past Lewis. Paulin in. Drops it off. And Rodier couldn't quite get the chin, trying to shoot one. It's deflected and stopped. Robinson with the puck backhanded over to Declan Steves. Steps in, shoots. It's just around. Declan Steves takes it, goes behind the net, passes it up to Roy. Back over to Steves. Steves with some room, shooting. It's deflected off his stick, and it's taken away by Duplessis. Behind the net, he skates, goes over to the corner. Out in front, Nolan not shooting, making his way to the front. There, a shot, and that one over for Dobbin. Flyers regain. Out in front, Cole shoots. 18 games, and has 10 assists added to that, giving him 33 points here in the year. There's a shot, score! Against the pillar at the red line, right separating the benches. Pinned up or it's chucked out. Dallal in against McKinnon. Dallal firing, saved by into the middle. Ready against the Flyers bench, taking it is Robinson. Robinson along the far boards, cutting in past Lewis and couldn't. Jai gets hit up by Bellier. McQuaid holding the line strong. And Smith flips it in behind the net. Bellier shooting, saved by Power. It's down, taken by Cole. Cole gathers on his forehand, goes to Kosovoon in the corner, cross ice pass. Smith, shot is just missed at Kosovoon. McKinnon firing, stick save, rebound, still loose, Cole, fire, score! In to evade that. Cross ice pass from Greeley. Lewis off a stick. Dallal backdoor, they score! Roy skates his way through, gets way through, block clear, putting it out in front, loose puck, backhander. Steve's trying to shoot the puck out, it gets deflected by Kitchen. That's put to the blue line, there's a shot from Casaboom, saved by Powers and cover. Sends it to the blue line, Jaya steps in, gets around Smith, gets around Lewis out in front, loose puck off a couple. And over to Duplessis. Duplessis, he's trying to evade Dobbin. Jaya in shooting, blocker save. Now, skates out of his zone, pass to Robinson. Trying to cross ice that, intercepted by Muffet. Almost poke check, it was Roy. Shot, save, and hit in his first great chance in the league. Pass out through the hash marks in the slot. Big hit by. He gets around Steves. Smith walking in with Cole. Smith took Cole, and it's poked away. His way out of the zone. It's cleared back in the center. Skating across the center, I saw this Cole. Getting by Steves. Cole on his forehead. Shoots, scores! Still loose puck. Flyers take it. Poland. Blue line. Vigel fires. Deflected. There's a shot. Rodier trying to put it to the net, and it fires. Deflected. There's a shot. Rodier trying to put it to the net, and it's blocked off the pad of Baskin. Here was less than 30 seconds. Loose puck. Another shot. Duplessis against McKinnon. Makes a nice move, loses the puck. It's loosened some feet. Here's Nolan trying to get a shot off of Greeley. And out in front, goes up to the point. Dallal shot, blocked, glove, shot, another shot. Being the X factor for this Rangers squad. Arbo cleared that around for Lewis. There's a shot, save. Dallal couldn't quite get a small sample size, however. Jaillet down low, out in front. McFadden with a shot, blocked by Lewis. He puts it right back to Alain, who has room. Shooting blockers. Didier trying to keep it into the zone. Physicality happening in the corner with Arbo laying a hit. Dallal shooting, another save by Sterling. And the Ranger will finally get it out of the zone of the Flyers. But Sam Nolan getting the puck means it's going to go right back into the zone. Duplessis' shot was deflected up into the glove. He finds it back behind the net, makes his way into the corner. Then he poked off his stick. Dobbin now losing the puck. There's a stick out of the. Alain Jaillet at the blue line. Jaillet, Alain shoots, saved, and covered. Nolan knocks it down with the stick. Go down to Duplessis. Looks towards the net. Back to Nolan. He's going to shoot off the. Nolan still with it again. Going to shoot. Score off the bar. Is it in? Rangers skates back up. Goes back up to Lejeal. Back to Nolan. Nolan to the net. Pads glove save by back. Here Smith then sends it up to Bellier. Trying to get around Roy. Bellier is in the corner. Being pinned up. Taken by Smith. Trying to get out in front to Cole. He scores! Poke check by Blacquial. Seti right behind him, and it's taken away by the Rangers. McQuaid pass up. Poked away. McQuaid gets it back and is hit. And now through center ice. He's poked off by Arbo, however, stopping his rush forthwith. Dallal steps in, is being held and taken. Lejeal, Duplessis once more. Lejeal once more. Duplessis, Roy, shooting, pads pressured and taken down. Nolan still finding it, quickly getting back and finding it behind it. Shoots it out in front. Loose puck, trying to get multiple shots off and basking. Roy across. Duplessis walking in, shooting, another save. That's going to be taken by Alain, passing up to Jaillet. Jaillet skates with speed, pass Blacquial. Jaillet to the middle, shooting, saved by Steves. Leaves that off for Duplessis, who gets hit by his own guy, gets right back up. Duplessis in tight, shooting just over. Picks it up off the draw. Blacquial, pass into the middle. Deflected. Here's Poland shooting into the glove of Baskin. Roy still with it. Passes for Dufour. Dufour steps in, drops it for Nolan, fires, saved by Baskin here. Played against the boards. It's going to be shot to the blue line for Roy. He's going to have a shot. It's deflected, blocked, end up in the corner. And Dufour
Here they are, your Dieppe Flyers. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Uniplex here today, where the visiting team, the Miramichi Rivermen, are here to take on your Dieppe Flyers. We now invite everybody to please stand if you're able, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And here we go, about set to get underway. The first time the Flyers take on the Rivermen at home. And they've been successful against them so far this season, winning in all their matchups. Starting for the Rivermen is number 2, Trenton Morrison. Jack Hortz, number 7, Dallas Hamilton, Caleb LeBlanc, and Josh Stewart. They're 2 leading scorers, and for the Flyers, it's Lucas Dufour, Miguel Duplessis, Sam Nolan, Xavier Alain, and Mateo Roy in net for both teams. In net for the Flyers is number 29, Xavier Powers, and between the pipes is Miko Robichaud of the Rivermen. It's quickly clear around for Roy, tries to bank it out to Duplessis, just gets by Quartz. Going back all the way down the ice. It's LeBlanc stopping it, picking it up is Nolan. Does a couple moves before he's quickly poked off by Stewart, sent all the way down the ice. Powers removes himself from his net to pass that over to Alain. Taken away by Stewart, who takes it out of his own zone. Now falls back behind defenseman O'Shea. Banks up the boards by LeBlanc. This will go in favor of the icing. Music coming on a bit early for that. Less than a minute gone in this first period. Still 0-0. And the Rivermen playing the Flyers. Every time they've played, it's been up north near Miramichi, and it's been some high-scoring games, including a 16-6 win and a 9-2 win. Quickly dumped in by the Flyers. Behind the net is O'Shea. Skating around, being pressured by McFadden. Shot up, trying to bank that out of the zone is Shannon. It's clear back behind the net to be taken by St. Pierre. He's crunched up to get the boards by McFadden. There's a shot from Poulin off the post. It's behind that. They score. No goal. Looked like the puck had gone in. They make it. Now they score. Took a little bit, but there's the first goal. It looked like it had gone in before. It's going to be Xavier Dallau being credited with the first goal. Just a massive scrum in front of the net of Robichaud. And it's Xavier Dallaire who's going to get credited with the last poke, and it's going to be 1-0 Flyers. Just a minute left, just under a minute to go in the period. That's going to be Dylan Dallaire. That's going to be his 13th of the season, playing in his 19th regular season game today. Defenseman Jayet, pass out against the boards for Poland. It's cleared in, but he's run over by Quartz. Blue line, Jayet receives it back, slides to the middle, shot glove down by Robichaud, and that's going to stop the play. Face-off going to the right of Robichaud to be taken by Robinson, going up against McCormick. And Robinson's going to quickly get ejected out of this draw. Taking this place is Rodier. Still going up against Cole McCormick. One cleanly by Rodier. Legier, top of the blue line. Steve tries to shove it in. He's run over by Shannon. Down loose in front is Rodier, who just put a backhand wide of the net. Rodier and Robinson battling against the boards against Cameron. It's cleared along the boards to be taken by Quartz. He tried to pass up to Shannon, being pressured by Robinson. Threw it across out of the reach of Cameron. Kept it at the blue line. Flyers still with it down in the corner. Radier going behind that backhand on front pad. Save, rebound almost taken by Jackson Steves. Taken up quickly is Mullen, and he is crunched right at the blue line by Steves, and then cross-checked in the back by Shannon. Luckily, no big scrums coming out of that dilemma. Nolan shoots it in behind the net for St. Pierre. Stopped. Nolan and City. Nolan tried to get that out to City. It's poked away by Cameron. Now trying to take that out was Montrose. And taken back by the Flyers. Alain shot it up. That gets by Hamilton. This one not going for Isaac. St. Pierre gets Nolan, and Nolan absolutely destroys him right down in the corner. Both going up to lay the body, and Nolan going to win that battle. Shot out to the blue line. Alain steps his way in along the ringette line. There's a shot. Just loses the face-off. Duplessis put a backhander wide. City stops, goes back behind the net, taken by Nolan. He moves his way into the corner whilst being pressured up by Leblanc. Nolan, who finds his way into the corner, put it up to the blue line for Alain. Going back down for Nolan. Out of his reach, trying to clear that out was Hamilton, but Nolan makes his way to the middle on his backhand. Waits, goes down in the corner, shoved into the boards hard by Josh Stewart. Duplessis up to the blue line. Roy shooting, saved, and covered by Robichaud. Duplessis was looking for that rebound. And 3.5 minutes gone in the period. Flyers are up 1-0 with a quick goal from Dylan Dallaire, who had shoved a loose puck right off the pad of Robichaud down and tight. Here comes Paulin, trying to make a move past Quartz. Paulin down the corner, stops, turns towards the corner. Out in front, McFadden with a shot, he scores! It's Bowden McFadden getting a perfect pass from the corner from Liam Paulin. And he makes no mistake with tons of time in the slot. He'll snipe that top shelf any day of the week, making it 2-0 Flyers. Paulin again
Flyers
skates in. Quickly loses the puck, poked down by Roy. Roy skates out of the zone, being pressured by Paulin. Roy pass to the middle. That one's in the skates of Ward before it's backhanded down towards the zone of the Flyers. Kitchen hammers it along the boards. Being pressured by what was Jaya, making a good pass up to Paulin, who then sent it to McFadden in the middle. McFadden, high pass, knocked down by Paulin. In the corner, being pressured by Hamilton. Paulin going behind the net. Backhand, on his backhand, trying to pass that one over to Dufour, and it's poked away by Ward. Ward again against the boards. Shot up. Hits off a glove and goes right to the middle. That one almost A rush for Tristan Hamilton behind the net. Along the board, St. Pierre trying to clear it out. That one's blocked by Radier. Robinson spins away to the middle, winded, shoots. Blocker save by Robichaud. Legier down at the hash marks. Back up. Robinson has a shot. That one just misses wide. And now sits still behind the net before it's wheeled around by St. Pierre, trying to get that one over to Morrison. Just keeping it is Robinson. Dufour trying to poke it by Hamilton. Does. Dufour in shooting and saved by Mikko Robichaud in the net. He's had to face a good bit of shots so far for the first 5 minutes of the game. And has only let 2 pass the red line. One, just a massive scrum in front of the net, and another one, a slot shot that finds the top bin. Face-off taken by the Rivermen. That one's clear around by Courts, out into the middle. Legier being poked by Morrison. He'll find the loose puck and clear behind the net. Taken by Powers. He'll stop it on his backhand. That one to be picked up by Legier. Sent across for Steves. Tried to get that one up for Morrison, who then clears it back behind the net. Legier being pressured by Shannon out in the corner. Both giving some pushing and shoving up against the board before it's cleared around to the opposite corner. And there's a big hit there in the corner on Cole McCormick. He luckily gets up without any delay. Meanwhile, the Flyers are going back the other way. Declan Steves at the ringette line, sent down low, put back up. Nolan shoots, blocked out in front by Shannon. Nolan again gonna shoot, scores! Sam Nolan denied on his first attempt by Shannon, blocking it right in his way. He finds his own rebound and puts it perfectly top corner, and it's going to be 3-0 Flyers. Not even 6 minutes down. Face-off lost by LeBlanc. It's McFadden. It's cleared back down. Robichaud finds it behind his net. Cleared on the boards to be blocked by Dallal. It's quickly taken out, however, by Stewart. Stewart, who skates up quickly along the left wing, tries to get that by Captain Roy. Stops. Anef finds in his own face-off circle and makes a pass up to McFadden. He skates through the neutral zone, then gets shoved up against the boards by Rowan O'Shea. Stewart finds it behind the net. Met by Paulin, who steals the puck. And he is run over by O'Shea behind the net. Already in the first 6 minutes, quite a physical game. Dallaire finding it. Below the hash mark, skates down behind the net. Almost is hit by O'Shea, and we're going to have a penalty. It looks like this one's going to go for a trip. Almost looked like a knee-on-knee. And going to the box is Rowan O'Shea. He's laid multiple big hits so far in this game.
The winning number is 6801.
So the Flyers will see the first power play. As we take a look at the replay here.
1220. Come and see me over here in the booth for your winnings.
Looking like close to a knee-on-knee. Team Canada would relate to that penalty right there. Alain finds it off the one face-off. Goes back behind the net. Dufour pressuring up by Hamilton to be taken by Radier. Up to the blue line. He finds Alain. Skates down towards the ringette line on the far boards. Then back up for Roy. Roy right at the top of the blue line. Sees Alain. He waits. Still waits patiently. Goes up to Roy. Flyers trying to find the perfect shot. A misplaced pass. Trying to get that over to Nolan. Almost intercepted by Courts. Put back into the blue line by Dufour. Roy skates. Shot. Glove saved by Robichaud. And 1:23 left to go on the power play. .53 left in the first period. 1:23 left to go in the power play. Linesman gonna kick Ward out of the draw. In to take his place is Montrose. Face-off taken by the Flyers. Kitchen, top of the left, sent to Jaillet. Jaillet finds Duplessis with a shot. It's blocked close out in front by Montrose. Duplessis shoves it by Ward, sends it to City, back to Nolan. Nolan in the corner, skates back, looks for options, sees Duplessis. Duplessis near the boards of the Rivermen, then tries to cut in, pass to Nolan. Couldn't find a shot, now he winds in. Nolan tries to get a shot off, and he's fanned on it. Good pressuring there out in front of the net by Jack Quartz, potentially saving a goal. Nolan waits, tries to go in front, pass up to Kitchen. He sent that over to Jaya. Jaya leaves that off for Duplessis, back for Nolan. They still stand near the ring-out line. Going back up Duplessis. Point, Jaya skates in, trying to make a move around Quartz. Jaya trying to put that out in front, blocked. Another shot, they score! It looks like it's to be Jamie Jaya who gets his own rebound and finding the back of the net, making it 4-1. Or 4-0 rather. Another net front scrum that results in a goal for the Flyers. And we're going to have a timeout here taken by the Northern Rivermen early in this first period. And back into the face-off circle we go. Still yet to get to midway through this first period. So the goals so far. And there's another shot just missing. That was Dadao again trying to find his second of the game. Going back behind the net is McFadden. Waits, tries to look out in front. Blocked there by Hamilton. Cleared out to the blue line. Legier steps in, has a shot. Again, that one's blocked by St. Pierre. Cleared around for Hamilton in the opposite corner. He's then hit up against the boards by McFadden. That's going to be a boarding call. Just waiting till the Flyers touch up, and there's Dalal touching it up. And now the Rivermen will see their first power play of the game. It's Bowen McFadden going to head off for a board at 11:18. So quickly, the goal so far was Dalal unassisted, McFadden from Poden and Dalal, Nolan from Duplessis, and then Jaya from Duplessis and Nolan. And it looks like they're going to give McFadden the game here. Although hit did not seem too vicious. And McFadden going to go to the tunnel, so that's going to be a 5-minute boarding call at 11:18. A much-needed chance for the Rivermen to try to claw back into this game. And so far, 2 minutes on the board, so it's a 2-minute boarding call, but a game ejection. So after McFadden's goal early in this game, that's the only point he's going to manage to get tonight. There's a pass from Hamilton, trying to get that over to Stewart. Robinson sent back in. Hamilton finding on his backhand, going behind the net. Stops, waits, looks for options, and passes over to Stewart. Stewart accelerates through center ice. Stewart up the middle, shooting, and it's blocked by Alain, sent over into the corner. Stewart again finds his own rebound, skates up towards the blue line, trying to protect the puck by Ferradier. And cleared back down by Alain. Just under 1:10 left to go on the penalty. Trying to escape his own zone is Leblanc, poked away by Dufour. Hamilton, cross-ice pass, one-touch pass from Stewart across for Leblanc. Caleb Leblanc, who leads the team in points, tries to bulldoze Alain, knocks him down, but doesn't have the puck with him. Courts, pinching and going down low. Dufour tried to get it out, sent him to the blood. Stewart with a shot, it's deflected. Looked like that was Montrose deflecting out in front. Also blocking at the same time, so a game misconduct just being announced on the PA for McFadden. The Flyers killing the penalty off pretty efficiently. Here comes Leblanc at the left side. Cross-ice pass, trying to shoot that was Stewart, but was poked away by Jaillet. One-on-one, Nolan and St. Pierre. Nolan steps in, trying to cut in, makes a nice dangle, and is stopped by the glove of Robichaud. Face-off not won by Nolan. Trying to take that, it was Morrison, but poked away. Kitchen at center ice, puts it behind the net, taken by and stopped by Robichaud. Quickly coming in is St. Pierre, who sends that one over to Shannon. Shannon escaping his own blue line, then passed over to Morrison. Penalty now expired and an offside. A quick whistle after, so we now play 5-on-5. 2 minutes are killed off, and Dadel, who was serving the penalty, steps out of the box and goes to the bench. Into the face-off circle to Roy against Nolan. Successfully winning the draw is the Flyers, taken by Duplessis along the near boards. Duplessis skating up hard off the left wing, tries to make some dangles by O'Shea and puts it himself into the corner. Started over Nolan with a shot. Save, rebound still loose. Where is it? It's eventually taken out by, I believe that's Tristan Roy. Rivermen going to enter in offside. Roy getting a bit of a shoving match with Duplessis and Nolan, but a clutch save from Robichaud in the net, probably making multiple saves on the process. Somehow managing to keep the puck out of the net. Radier, that's Steve's rather finding in his own end. He's quickly hit up against the boards. Behind the net, Roy falling down, trying to pressure Jackson Steves. Taken by Legel. He springs. Dalal trying to get by Cameron. Dalal cutting back up towards the corner. Steves over to Legel. Legel takes the shot. It's saved by Robichaud. Flyers so far hammering in the pressure and momentum through the first half of this first period, coming up with 4 goals and successfully killing off a penalty. Alain off the face-off win. Back down in the corner for Radier. He overskates the puck, almost taken by Hamilton. Chiasson, backhanded pass over to Montrose. He skates up again to Roy and successfully poked away. Roy putting it behind his own net. Leaving that for Alain. Dufour, one-touch pass over to the middle for Radier. Radier skates up quickly, trying to get by Hamilton. Successfully does. Radier trying to get to the middle. Cross-ice pass and taken away. It was Roy trying to find that back door. Radier skates in the corner, backhanded up. Alain Stops, tries to cut by Chesson. Successfully does, gets by McCormick. Try to put that in front for Nolan, but poked away. Now potential 2-on-1. McCormick and Chesson coming up against Kitchen. McCormick making a move and poked away by Nolan. Some quick back checking by Sam Nolan, potentially saving a goal. Pass out in front. There's a shot from Chesson. It's saved and turned away by Powers. Flipped up past St. Pierre. In the corner, taking this O'Shea. Neutral zone, Kitchen tried to leave that off for Duplessis. Kitchen finds it just at the blue line, clears it in. Banked off the dasher, behind the net goes St. Pierre. Skates it by Duplessis, who then sends him up into the boards. City battling with Morrison. Multiple battles along the boards. Robinson trying to find his way in. It's poked away. Cleared back out by O'Shea. Kitchen holding the line. Behind the net, Robinson and O'Shea battling. St. Pierre tried to missing the puck and throwing that out in front was Duplessis. O'Shea skates out of his own zone and now allows his teammates to change, putting it behind the net of Powers. He misses the puck. It's cleared away. Hashbarks. O'Shea with a shot. Blocked by Kitchen. The rebound almost taken up by Mullen. Puck cleared down into the zone of the Rivermen. No icing called. O'Shea. Pass over to Stewart. He tried to backhand that up against the boards to LeBlanc and did not make it all the way through. Paulin. Nolan. Backdoor out to front for Paulin. Tried to get a shot off. He pokes loose and they score. It's Liam Paulin that's going to get credit with the goal. Again, another one of those scrums out in front that's going to find its way past the red line and result in a 5-0 lead in favor of the Flyers. Steves tries a breakout pass to Dallal. It's sent over to the middle, taken by Stewart. Stewart racing past Legal, blocked away out in front. LeBlanc can quite get a stick on it. Quartz, blue line, shot, save, rebound. Multiple players trying to whack it. LeBlanc with a shot. It's blocked out in front, did not make it all the way through.
Goal scored by number
Dallal tried to throw it up, banks off the boards. Can be stopped by Robichaud, and he'll elect to cover.
And number 11, Dylan DeLay.
At just over 5.5, and it's Dieppe Flyers hockey on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel, brought to you by the Maritime Stream Team. Broadcasting every single live game the Flyers play at the Uniplex. And today, so far, looking like a potential blow. It's 5-0. Just getting to 3 quarters down to the first. St. Pierre trying to keep it in. Blocked away by Robinson. Tries to take it on his forehand. Mullen also in there to pressure, but taking it out is Roy. Sent to Ward. Ward, he went up against Roy on a one-on-one. Poke checks the puck, then send them up against the boards. Roy sent to the blue line. Hamilton will barely keep it in, but it goes right over to Robinson. Robinson skates in, winds in, and just poked away and finds a stick of Radier, being pressured by Hamilton. St. Pierre watching the front of the net, and he'll take it behind the net as he sees the loose puck. Try to flip it out, blocked by the chest of Dufour. Robinson now getting pinned up against the boards. Sent up against the boards by St. Pierre. Dufour looking to bring it out in front. We're going to have a penalty coming up here against the Rivermen, looking like it might be a hooking call. And going to the box is Tristan Roy. So we're going to have another power play in favor of the Flyers. Just got his stick a bit in tight and wrapped around Dufour. So it's a Flyers power play for 2 minutes at 4:39. Rivermen quickly win the draw, and it's sent all the way down the ice by Quartz. Powers behind his net, gonna leave it off for Jaillet. Sees McCormick, so stops and goes the other way. Pass to Kitchen. Received it about the blue line. Gets back, skates back close to the crease. Jaillet Pass up for Duplessis. He enters the zone with speed. Duplessis between the legs. Shot. Saved by Robichaud. Didn't know where the rebound was. Sent out in the corner. Nolan for Kitchen. Skates down about the ring-out line. Trying to put it back down for City when in between his legs. And will be taken by O'Shea and clap-bombed all the way down the ice. Powers makes a nice stretch pass for Kitchen, who then leaves that off for Jaillet. Jaillet now able to gain speed. Jaillet sent into the zone. Shooting blocker saved. Rebound. Jaillet still without in the corner. Skates past Hamilton. Looks for options. Tries to see Duplessis. It's deflected. He will get the puck, however. Declan Steves shooting and saved and covered quickly. Now here's going to be the rush from Jaillet. Starting at about his own ring-out line. He skates up with speed all the way. And just quite couldn't hit the mark. It's just off the stick of Robichaud out in the net. Barely denying him of a save. Legier. Steves walks in, shoots, saved, and the rebound's almost cleared out. There's Steves. Gonna try it again, and another save by Robichaud. It was Quincy Cameron on the initial rebound, trying to clear it out. It went off some body or some stick and went right back to the blue line where Alex Legel was waiting. After that, Flyers tried another shot, and it's barely covered. Robinson booted out of the draw, and to take his place is Paulin going up against Morrison. And a tie-up will be taken by the Rivermen. There's Morrison going to try to take it all the way out. It's hit off someone in the bench and will stay in play. Ref will slow that down. Just over 30 seconds left on the power play. 3:12 left to go in the first period. Flyers so far have dominated the period, going 1-for-1 on the power play. They get their second power play look here. Legier has to think and make a quick move. Keeps it in. Past Chiasson. Dadal going to reverse the hit. Chiasson and Legier. Still battling out in the corner. Chiasson doing a good job to kill this penalty. Cameron also in there as well. Robinson present for the Flyers. We'll get just less than 5 seconds left to go in the penalty. A good penalty kill for the Flyers. Here comes Roy out of the box. Robinson trying to get a shot off, pressured by Morrison. It's backhanded out. It'll go past Lejeune, hit Steves. Steves stumbles a little bit while being pressured by Edouard. Lejeune trying to pass over to Robinson. Gonna miss his mark, and that will go down the ice. All twos on the scoreboard. As we get near the end of this first period, some other games going on around the league. The only other game, it's the Moncton Hawks and the Southern Rangers. And the Hawks are quickly up to a 2-0 lead in the first period. It's cleared all the way down here in this game. St. Pierre going around the net, then throws it the other way. Alain going to block it at his own ring-out line. Pass to Nolan. Down behind the net. Dufault tried to get it out of in front. Leblanc hit up against the boards by Radier. Out in the corner, it's Ward and Roy. Radier battling with Courts. Multiple players now in for both teams. Ward in for the Rivermen. Dufault in there for the Flyers. Puck still pinned up. Ref still refusing to blow the whistle as it's finally going to get out here. Nolan at the hash marks. Backhanded up for Roy. He'll try to put that off the boards. Hits the top of the glass. He goes out of play. And the Rivermen, in their last game on the 22nd, a high-scoring game, which is usually the trend for the Rivermen, a high-scoring game, usually ending up in a result of loss. They lost 9-6 against the Hawks last time out on the 22nd. And a strong game from LeBlanc with 2 goals, Stewart with 2 goals, And each bringing up one is Ward and Roy. As we quickly got another whistle. Down covering the puck was Powers. We get the puck dropped here. Robinson off the face-off circle. Tried to put it out. Blocked in by O'Shea. Robinson up for Duplessis. Cleared out. Ward tried to bat it down. It goes to LeBlanc, who's covering for his defense partner. Sent to Stewart. Out at center ice. He skates back towards his own zone. Pressured by City. It's pickpocketed by Duplessis. He stops. Now sets up the 5-man. In the zone, Duplessis. Sent down for Robinson. Back up past Duplessis. Jai at the blue line. Shooting. It's deflected just wide. Robinson finds the rebound. Throws it out. Hits the side of the net. City tried to get that up for Robinson. Taken out by Stewart. Josh Stewart out with speed. One-on-one against Jaya. Stewart toe drag release and blocked by Jaya. The Flyers have played very great defense when needed, blocking away any 2-on-1 or 1-on-1 in their path. Kitchen faked to him behind the net, then sent it around to his teammate. City tried to clear it out, blocked in by Cameron. Kitchen finds it on his forehand behind the net, looks for a pass, tries to go up to Duplessis, blocked away by McCormick. Stewart clearing it out of the zone, sending it to his defense courts. Pass tried to get back to Stewart. It's hammered off the boards by Jaya as the clock runs out. And a high-scoring first period for one team. It's going to be 5-0 Flyers after the first. We'll have a quick 10-minute intermission and back. Second period of action of the Flyers and the Rivermen for their first game in 2025 on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel, brought to you by MST. Back behind the net to be taken by St. Pierre. He's crunched up to get the boards by McFadden. There's a shot from Poling off the post. It's behind that. They score. No goal. Looked like the puck had gone in. They're making it. Now they score. Leading by Radier. Legier, top of the blue line. Steve tries to shove it in. He's run over by Shannon. Down loose in front is Radier. Just put it back in. Pierre trying to clear it out. That one blocked by Radier. Robinson spins away to the middle, winds it, shoots. Blocker saved. It's wheeled around by St. Pierre, trying to get that one over to Morrison. Just keeping it is Robinson. Dufour trying to poke it by Hamilton. Does. Dufour in shooting and put back up. Nolan shoots. Blocked out in front by Shannon. Nolan again gonna shoot. Scores. Over by O'Shea behind the net. Already in the first 6 minutes, quite a physical game. Dallaire finding it. Below the hash mark, skates down behind the net. Almost is hit by O'Shea. The court's put back into the blue line by Dufour. Whoa. Skates, shot, glove saved. Then tries to cut in, pass to Nolan. Couldn't find a shot, now he winds in. Nolan tries to get a shot off. Skates in, trying to make a move around court. Jaya trying to put that out in front. Blocked, another shot, they score! Steps in, has a shot. Again, that one's blocked by St. Pierre. Cleared around for Hamilton in the opposite corner. He's then hit up against the one-on-one. Nolan and St. Pierre. Nolan steps in, trying to cut in, makes a nice dangle, and is stopped by skating up hard off the left wing. Tries to make some dangles by O'Shea and puts it himself into the corner. Started over Nolan with the shot. Save, rebound still. Cutting back up towards the corner. Steves over to Leger. Leger takes the shot. It's saved by Robichaud. Up for Nolan, but poked away. Now potential 2-on-1. McCormick gets Chasson. Coming up against Kitchen. McCormick making a move and poked away by Nolan. Some quick back checking by Sam Nolan, potentially saving a goal. Pass it in front. There's a shot from Chasson. Make it all the way through. Paulin. Nolan. Backdoor out in front for Poling, trying to get a shot off. He pokes loose and they score. Robinson now getting pinned up against the boards. Sent up against the boards by St. Pierre. Dufour looking to bring it out in front. We're going to have a close to the crease. Jaillet. Pass up for Duplessis. He enters the zone with speed. Duplessis between the legs. Shot. Saved by Robert. Makes a nice stretch pass for Kitchen, who then leaves that off for Jaillet. Jaillet now able to gain speed. Jaillet sent into the zone. Shooting blocker. Rebounds almost cleared out. There's Steves to try it again, and another save by down covering the puck was Powers. Tried to get that up for Robinson. Taken out by Stewart. Josh Stewart out with speed. One-on-one against Jaillet. Stewart toe drag release and blocked by Back behind the net to be taken by Saint-Pierre. He's crunched up against the boards by McFadden. There's a shot from Poulin off the post. It's behind that. They score. No goal. Looked like the puck had gone in. They make it. Now they score. Mainly by Radier. Legier, top of the blue line. Steve tries to shove it in. He's run over by Shannon. Down loose in front is Radier, who just put it backhand. Pierre trying to clear it out. That one's blocked by Radier. Robinson spins away to the middle, winded, shoots. Blocker save. Wheeled around by Saint-Pierre, trying to get that one over to Morrison. Just keeping it is Robinson. Dufour trying to poke it by Hamilton. Does. Dufour in shooting and still put back up. Nolan shoots. Blocked out in front by Shannon. Nolan again going to shoot. Scores. Over by O'Shea behind the net. Already the first 6 minutes, quite a physical. And here we go, back and ready for period 2. Flyers are up by a score of 5-0. And goals in that first period. It started off Dalal unassisted, and then McFadden assisted by Paulin and Dalal. Nolan from Duplessis and Jaillet from Duplessis. Nolan, and finishing off Dalal from Nolan. And the first time these two teams played, it finished 16-6 in favor of the Flyers. And Nolan, an outstanding 11-point game. Here, it's Duplessis passing off to Nolan, who has 3 points. Looking for his 4th. Cuts in past Courts. Tried to throw it off to the middle. Fan on his pass. Taken by Courts. He tried to pass that one up over for Stewart. Taken by Mullen and cleared in behind the net of Powers. Taken by Roy. Throws it back behind the net, rimming it along the boards. Duplessis finding it at his own hash marks. Trying to flip it out. Batted down by Stewart. Cleared back in by Hamilton. Quickly brought out by Duplessis. Duplessis trying to come up with speed. Block taken by Dalal. And chucked behind the net of Robichaud. Out of his reach. Chasing after it was Saint-Pierre. Flyers are going to keep it in as they try to go for a change. And going into the boards hard is Hamilton. Blowing a tire and hitting his head hard into the boards. Looks to be getting up on his own, thankfully. Not going down the tunnel as of right now. Maybe just needs to sit on the bench. Hopefully we'll see him back on the ice. Rivermen trying to clear. Ward cleared back over for Cameron. Rimmed along the boards out of the reach of Saint-Pierre. Chiasson coming up to clear it out, and multiple players go crashing down. The Rivermen come out with it. That was a pass from Saint-Pierre trying to get over to Ward. It's cleared back in by the Flyers. Racing back in is Robinson. Robinson shoots. That one goes up and to the right of the net. Kitchen trying to clear it in. Blocked once by Chiasson on his first attempt and cleared back down into the zone. Cameron rimmed around, out of the reach of Ward. Jaillet steps in and shoots, scores! And Jamie Jaillet getting his 2nd goal of the game and 8th goal of the year. He leads the Flyers in scoring by a long shot, getting his 8th of the year. Talk about an offensive defenseman getting 2 goals so far this game. Steves at the blue line, shot deflected, it's just over the net. Dadao up to the blue line, Lejeal hit along the boards, Ruddy in the corner, pinned up by McCormick. Clearing that out, it's deflected under the stick of Declan Steve, so no icing will be called. He's being chased on by Montrose. Montrose going to keep it in. Tried to pass that one over for Shannon. There's a loose puck. There's a shot from McCormick. A save by Powers. Xavier Powers with an impressive save right out in front. Keeping this game at 6-0 in favor of the Flyers. McCormick in to take the draw. Going up against Nolan. Rivermen win the draw, but Nolan will be asked to leave the faceoff. Dot will try that again. Duplessis this time comes in up against McCormick. Linesman saying something to the players. We'll have another puck drop. McCormick again going to win the draw cleanly. Court to the shot wide left of the net. Shannon cutting into the corner past Alain. Tried to throw that out in front. Blocked off the pad. There's a shot from O'Shea and he fanned on it. Now has to get back quickly. Nolan pass to the right over for Duplessis. Duplessis toe drag release and it's blocked by Courts. Right just above the slot. Roy trying to backhand that down. It's kept in by Courts. Roy up with McCormick. Cleared around, taken by Alain. Banked along against the boards. Rivermen delayed offside. Alain, cross ice pass for Duplessis. Duplessis skates it up the right wing. Tries to put that over the middle for Nolan, and it's flipped high and out of the zone by McCormick. First one back on it is Jaillet. Jaillet skates with speed to escape his zone. Pass up Duplessis. Back up the right wing. This time a shot. It's a blocker save from Robichaud. A rebound's going to be cleared up by Morrison on his backhand. Passing that one over for LeBlanc. LeBlanc in shooting, scores! It's Caleb LeBlanc getting the Rivermen on the board. Their team leader in points and top 5 in the entire league. That's his 17th of the year. Sniping that one. Top shelf past Powers. Making this game 6-1. Now more scoring in the first 5 minutes of the period. Happened in the first and happening again in the second. Kitchen tried to put that in the zone. Taken by Saint-Pierre and cleared out. And a whistle looking like it may have hit someone in the bench. So Caleb LeBlanc is 4th in the league in scoring. He is behind Sam Nolan of the Flyers, Nathan LeBlanc of the Hawks, and Miguel Duplessis bringing up 3rd, also on the Flyers. Steve's clearing it out. Taken by Cameron, who puts it up against the boards. Cameron gets it back, takes his time, waits, being pressured by City, sends that over to Morrison. Morrison then caught up, stumbles along the ice. Cameron throwing it around his net over for Saint-Pierre. Flipped high, gonna stay in the zone. Legier at the point, shooting, deflected just wide right of the net. Steves keeping it in. He had Morrison and LeBlanc hounding him. Saint-Pierre trying to escape his own zone, blocked by the skates of City. It's shot in, saved by Robichaud. Behind the net is Cameron. Out into his corner now, pass it up right over to Stewart in the middle of the ice. Stewart trying to get by Steves, trying to toe drag, make a nice loose puck deep past Ruddy. Lost the puck in his process. Dalau with a nice move to escape. Then pass it Dufour. He'll have a light shot patted away by Robichaud. Flyers going to try to keep it in the zone, but bring it out to LeBlanc. Going back up that right wing, shooting, this time missing the net. Ward, blue line for Courts. He shoots, just a blocker save by Powers. He didn't see it until very close to the net it was. Stewart, turnaround shot, sticked away by Powers. It goes up to the hash mark, poked away by Alain. It gets by Courts. Radier trying to poke that over to the middle, but taken by O'Shea. Rowan O'Shea escapes behind his net, throws against the boards, and this will go for icing against the Rivermen. So those two quick goals in the first from the Flyers. It was Jaillet from Seti, and it's going to be Caleb Leblanc from Morrison at 16:33 of the second period. Roy going to step into the face-off circle against Nolan. It's to the right of Robichaud. Alain at the blue line. Shooting pad. Save. Rebound is going to be sent over into the corner. Roy trying to clear it out. It's going to be kept in. Alain skates in. Pass to the middle. Nolan shot. Rebound. Another shot. They score. Sam Nolan had about 3 shots, and I believe his third one is going to enter the net. And it's going to be Nolan banking in a rebound. Goal is going to be credited to him, making it 7-1. That's going to be his 4th point of the game. Dallaire. Roy. He sent that off to Alain. Cleared in. Duplessis pass with the front. Dallaire shooting. Saved by Robichaud. In tight. Face-off's going to go back over to the left of Robichaud. Robichaud making a nice save in tight at point-blank range from Dallaire, rejecting him of getting his hat trick. Puck's cleared around the net, deep down in the Rivermen zone. Pass out in front. Nolan almost gets hit by Mullen. He successfully stays on his feet and reverses him. Cleared down by McCormick. Jaillet makes a nice move to evade McCormick. Sees Seti right in the center. It banked off his skate. Will still clear the zone. There's a hit there from Montrose. Knocking down, believe that was Poland. Seti clears out the boards. Robinson with Poland. A 2-on-1. Robinson shoots. Blocker save by Robichaud. Kept it at the blue line. Poland deflects it. It goes behind the net. Backhanded out by Courts. Mullen looks to the middle. Finds Courts. Then it's sent over to Montrose. Trying to make a couple moves. Gets past Steves. Not with the puck, however. Legier successfully defending him. Ruddy and Dufel now emerge on a 2-on-1. Coming up against O'Shea. Ruddy shooting pad. Save. Rebound still loose. Sticked away from Robichaud. And taking it and swooping it away is Leblanc. Now Stewart and Morrison on a 2-on-1. Stewart to Morrison and couldn't get a shot. They score! Banked off the skate and stick of Trenton Morrison and hops over the shoulder of Xavier Powers in net. So Morrison's going to get his 2nd point of the night after being absent in the last team's game on the 22nd against the Hawks. And just after the Flyers were so close to scoring on their 2-on-1, the Rivermen come back on their own 2-on-1 and put the puck in the net. LeBlanc, eventually, he now clears it out. Steve's banked along the boards for Legier. Over to Radier. Radier. Poked loose. Dufoul. There's a shot from Steves. It's blocked by Shannon, who now gets it in the corner. Rivermen now clear out of the zone. Morrison passed to LeBlanc. LeBlanc tried to send that over to Stewart. Puck finds its way into the corner. Stewart makes a move at Dallaire. Stewart, wraparound attempt. Did he score? Ref's not sure where the puck is. It looks to be in the net. And it's just on the line. Even the ref not giving a clear goal signal A nice wraparound attempt from Josh Stewart, who is second on the team in points. Just comes up short by a couple centimeters. It's a 7-2 game in favor of the Flyers. There's a shot off the faceoff from Ward, blocked by Nolan. Getting out of the zone is Poland, and he's almost sent into the bench by Chasson. And the defender was Alain. Luckily, not much more than a couple pushes and shoves. Just over 11 and a half. Second period, that's all that remains. Ward trying to backhand it and taken by Alain. That passes for Roy. Sent up. Nolan tried to pass it over to Duplessis, blocked into the feet of Roy. Alain leaves it off for Duplessis. He cuts to the middle. Duplessis shoots off the bar. Almost a snipe show from Miguel Duplessis. There's another shot in front. Poland sending it way above the net. Nolan in the corner trying to find Duplessis. It's poked loose. Poland up to the blue line for Alain. We're for Roy. Roy, a pass and or shot. Stopped by Nolan. He put his shot attempt wide. Alain in the corner. Looks for his options. Goes up to Duplessis. Duplessis to the middle. Shooting this time just over the net and out of play. We'll take a look at the... Face-off won by the Flyers. Rimmed around the net. First one on it is going to be Hamilton. Thankfully back in this game, pressured by Seti. Seti trying to move his way to the middle. Dalau with a shot. It's deflected and hits up on the protective netting. We're nearing midway through this first period, through the second period. Flyers were in control of the first period, to say the least, and this period, Rivermen have came back a little bit, scoring 2 goals, but Flyers have 2 goals of their own. Mullen trying to clear it out of the zone. Hit up against the boards by Dalau. McCormick trying to backhand it out. Kept in with ease by Kitchen. Banked off the ref and right to Dalau, who then tries to find his way behind the net. Kitchen at the blue line, shooting, deflected, bouncing puck taken by Dalau in the left face-off dot. Kitchen with a shot, blocked by Mullen out in front, then he clears it out. It's going to be a foot race for the puck. Stepping out and debating was Powers, but he let Jaya take the puck with him coming up with speed. Jaya then clears the puck all the way down the zone. It hits the side of the net. No icing, says the linesman. O'Shea.
And number 4, Cooper Montrose.
And while we had difficulties with our stream, Josh Stewart scored the 3rd goal for the Rivermen. It's now a 7-3 game with just less than 9 minutes left. Recap on the first 4 goals. It was Jaye, assisted by Seti, starting off the scoring in the second. Then Caleb Leblanc, assisted by Morrison. Then Nolan took back that 6-goal lead, assisted by Dalal and Alain. And Morrison and Shannon connected on a 2-on-1. Alain going to keep it in the zone. Misses wide left, and will go up against the right boards. Roy going to flip it high on his backhand and behind the net. Shannon put behind the net. It'll be cleared around the boards. Stewart stops it. No one there. However, Nolan puts it back in. Stewart trying to chip it back out. Back up to Roy at his own blue line. Dalal making his way by O'Shea. Roy then chips it into the zone, goes behind the net. First one there is Morrison. Morrison skates his way out of the zone. He's going to leave that one off for LeBlanc. LeBlanc into the zone and quickly pickpocketed by Duplessis. Caleb LeBlanc getting about triple pressured in the zone. And the Flyers icing it here. And the last goal not covered was Josh Stewart, assisted by Cole McCormick and Cooper Montrose. at 9:16 of the second, making this a 7-3 game. Winning the draw is Robinson. It's chipped along the boards by Kitchen. Trying to get that over to Plessy. Sent back in by Cameron. Finding it is Jaye. Banked off the boards to Duplessis. Steaming along the right wing. Toe drag release and just over the net. Duplessis shoves Chesson off the puck. The shot gloved down by Robichaud. And not playing it. Dufour in tight on the goaltender. Flyers win the draw. Shot on from the point. Blocked. Dufour trying to shove that out in front. Jaya walks up and shoots. Blocks her. Glove saved by Robichaud. Jaya stepped up. Looked to have some authority behind that slap shot. Jaya trying to cross ice pass. Blocked by Ward. Ward skates into the zone. Tries a shot. Saved by Powers. And sticked into the corner. Chesson trying to put it down in the corner, quickly taken over the Flyers. Robinson leaves that off for Duplessis with Dufour on a mini 2-on-1, and getting a bit jumpy is Lucas Dufour and will make himself offside. We got just 7 minutes in the second. In a 7-3 game, the Flyers over the Rivermen. Montrose winning the draw. St. Pierre sent up and sent back by Leger. McCormick trying to chip it back in. Hits his man up against the boards. Flyers emerge with a pocket of a scrum at the 2-on-1. Pass. Rodier on his forehand scores. It's Nathan Rodier getting a beautiful backhand saucer pass. And making it an 8-3 game in favor of the Flyers. Rivermen in their own zone with it. Trying to chip that back up was O'Shea. Mullen lays a hit on Leger. Montrose battling with Declan Steves. Steves will easily win that draw going behind his own net. Trying to pass up the city out of his reach. Slap shot. Puck's loose out in front. Backhander. Bad save by Powers on Cooper Montrose, who was all alone in front. Flyers clear it back in. Nolan trying to look for City. His teammates are making changes, and he was pressured by Shannon. Now taken out of his own zone is O'Shea. O'Shea speeds past Paulin. O'Shea into the zone. Sent into the corner. Rivermen making some changes. O'Shea still down low with it. Taken by Roy. Roy, who gets chased heavily. Backhands that along the boards above the head of Courts. Taking it is Leblanc. Try to pass up to O'Shea. Out of his reach, so taken by Alain. He plays that off. Over for Paulin. Paulin flips it into the zone. Behind the net. Taking it is Rowan O'Shea. He sends a perfect pass up to Leblanc. Makes a nice move to get around Robinson. There's a shot from Leblanc. Hits the side of that rebound. Hopped over the stick of Morrison. He was so ever close to getting his second of the game. Morrison trudging through the neutral zone. Poked off. Then Stewart tried to center it. Picked off by Robinson. Robinson skates the other way. Robinson loose. Sends himself into the net off the post. Covered by Robichaud. Nolan Robinson doing a good job to protect the puck. And just overskates it and sends himself into the net. So getting to the final 5 of the first period. .11 goals so far scored in this game. And 8 of them in the favor of the Flyers. Morrison clears it back in his own zone. Hamilton rimmed along the boards. Kitchen not able to keep it in the zone. Out at center ice, he tries to flip it back in. Blocked quickly in his own zone by St. Pierre. Jaillet shoots it. Pad save by Robichaud. St. Pierre hits Dufour up against the boards, trying to center that out in front. Behind the net was Duplessis. Ren back along the boards by Leblanc. Dufour battling out in the corner. Sent up to the Flyers' blue line. Jaillet not shooting, rims it along the boards. Duplessis going to find it in the corner, trying to put that up to the blue line. Whiffed on his pass and taken away by Stewart. Duplessis in center. Skates over the blue line of the Rivermen. Tries to put it towards the net. Blocked away. Flyers defense making changes. LeBlanc gathers speed. Trying to go up against Alain. Cuts to the middle and stops and shoots. Padded away by Powers. Declan Steves over for Duplessis. Pass up for Seti. To the middle, Nolan. Falls along the ground. Duplessis puts it back to his defense, Leger. Or D to D for Steves. Trying to put that to the middle over for Seti. Sending it back out of his own zone is Shannon. Steves over for his D partner, Leger. To Seti, blocked along his body. Then he batted it out of midair against the boards. Then Seti gets double teamed and shoved up against the boards by Ward. Behind the net, Radier makes his way into the corner, avoiding Stewart. Behind the net goes Robinson. Tries to throw it in front. It's loose up against the pad of Robichaud. And that will stop play immediately. 3:12 left to go in this first period. Meanwhile, in the other game, just getting the third underway, it's 3-0 for the Moncton Hawks. They are playing the Southern Rangers in St. John at the Lord Beaverbrook. A tie-up off the draw, backhanded by Robinson. A quick save made by Robichaud. We'll try that face-off again. To the left of Robichaud, it's taken by the Rivermen. Skating out with speed is Chasson. Dumping it in past Leger. Steves battling it with Caltez. Robinson cleared out. Radier going to leave it off, play a little give and go. Robinson making his way past Cameron. Robinson backhand to the middle, blocked away by Roy, who then hits him up behind the net. Quartz, give me a little shove to Robinson. Radier back to Robinson. Loose puck. Robinson behind the net being pressured by Quartz. Banked up to the blue line. Alain slides to the middle. Shot deflected off the stick of Chasson into the corner. Only one there is Radier. Tried to make his way past Hamilton. Radier. Then pressured off the puck, taken by Roy. Roy in his own zone. Pickpocketed out in front. Duplessis backhander. And just missing the net, it was Sam Nolan. Roy in his own zone, and we are going to have a penalty behind the play. Or we're going to have an offside. Flyers have done a very impeccable job so far this game on the forecheck, keeping the Rivermen in their zone more than half the time they managed to gather the puck. Tie up loose in the middle, taken by Nolan. Nolan trying to skate by St. Pierre. St. Pierre falls. Nolan in front. Pad save by Robichaud. Nolan still within a scrum. Behind the net is Paulin. Backhanded up to the blue line. Alain tried to pass that one off for Paulin. Delal behind the net on his backhand. Looks for options. There's a shot from Alain that's blocked out in front. Did not make its way through. Another shot. This time from Kitchen, that's just over the net. Dalal leaves it off for the blue line for Roy. Roy tried to give that off for Radier. and chopped down in the neutral zone by Montrose. Whoa. That pass deflected off of Duplessis into the zone. He gets it back. Duplessis up that right wing like we've seen many times today. Duplessis out in front. Dalal one-timer just wide of the net. A perfectly played one-timer and just goes over the crossbar on that left side. And Dufour missing a pass from the blue line, so it'll go all the way back. Less than a minute left to go. Powers leaving that off behind his net for, I believe that's Kitchen. Stretch pass off the skates of Duplessis. Duplessis trying to outskate O'Shea. He does. Gathers the puck, tries to put that over the blue for Jaillet. And blocked by the body of Saint-Pierre, of Leblanc rather than takes it the other way. Leblanc pass to the middle and just misses Morrison. Rodier battling with Morrison with 15 seconds left. Hit up against the boards by Jaillet. Cleared out of the zone. Shannon did not get a full stick on that. Taking it back is Rodier. Rodier stopped in the corner. Is almost blown up by Shannon. And that will end the second period, making it 8-3 in favor of the Flyers. Third period coming your way in 10 minutes. Flyers and Rivermen. Back behind the net to be taken by Saint-Pierre. He's crunched up against the boards by McFadden. There's a shot from Poulin off the post. It's behind that. They score. No goal. Looked like the puck had gone in. They're making it. Now they score. Mainly by Rodier. Legier, top of the blue line. Steve tries to shove it in. He's run over by Shannon. Down loose in front is Rodier. Just put it back in. Pierre trying to clear it out. That one blocked by Rodier. Robinson spins away to the middle, winds it, shoots. Blocker save. It's wheeled around by Saint-Pierre, trying to get that one over to Morrison. Just keeping it is Robinson. Dufour trying to poke it by Hamilton. Does. Dufour in shooting. And so put back up. Nolan shoots. Blocked out in front by Shannon. Nolan again gonna shoot. Scores. Over by O'Shea behind the net. Already in the first 6 minutes, quite a physical game. Dallaire finding it. Below the hash mark, skates down behind the net. Almost is hit by O'Shea. Courts put back into the blue line by Dufour. Whoa. Skates. Shot. Glove saved. Then tries to cut in. Pass to Nolan. Couldn't find a shot. Now he winds in. Nolan tries to get a shot off. Skates in. Trying to make a move around court. Jaya trying to put that out in front. Blocked. Another shot. They score. Steps in. Has a shot. Again, that one's blocked by Saint-Pierre. Cleared around for Hamilton in the opposite corner. He's then hit up against the one-on-one. Nolan and Saint-Pierre. Nolan steps in, trying to cut in, makes a nice dangle, and is stopped by skating apart off the left wing. Tries to make some dangles by O'Shea and puts it himself into the corner. Started over Nolan with a shot. Save, rebound still. Dalal cutting back up towards the corner. Steves over to Leger. Leger takes the shot. It's saved by Robichaud. Up for Nolan, but poked away. Now potential 2-on-1. McCormick gets Chasson. Coming up against Kitchen. McCormick making a move and poked away by Nolan. Some quick back checking by Sam Nolan, potentially saving a goal. Pass it in front. There's a shot from Chasson. Make it all the way through. Paulin. Nolan. Backdoor out in front for Paulin. Trying to get a shot off. He pokes loose and they score. Robinson now getting pinned up against the boards. Sent up against the boards by Saint-Pierre. Dufour looking to bring it out in front. We're going to have a close to the crease. Jaillet. Pass up for Duplessis. He enters the zone with speed. Duplessis between the legs. Shot. Saved by Robert. Makes a nice stretch pass for Kitchen, who then leaves that off for Jaillet. Jaillet now able to gain speed. Jaillet sent into the zone, shooting blockers. Rebounds almost cleared out. There's Steves. Gonna try it again, and another save by down covering the puck was Powers. Tried to get that up for Robinson. Taken out by Stewart. Josh Stewart out with speed, one-on-one against Jaillet. Stewart toe drag release and blocked by Pial. Flyers are going to keep it in as they try to go for a change. And going into the boards hard is Hamilton. Cameron rimmed around, out of the reach of Ward. Jaillet steps in and shoots, scores! Montrose going to keep it in. Tried to pass that one over for Shannon. There's a loose puck. There's a shot from McCormick from O'Shea, and he fanned on it. Now has to get back quickly. Nolan pass to the right over for Duplessis. Duplessis toe drag release, and it's blocked by Jaillet. Skates with speed to escape his zone. Pass up Duplessis. Back up the right wing. This time a shot. It's a block. Robichaud. A rebound's going to be cleared up by Morrison on his backhand. Passing that one over for LeBlanc. LeBlanc in shooting, scores! Roy going to step into the face-off circle against Nolan. It's to the right of Robichaud. Alain at the blue line, shooting pad, save. Rebound is going to be kept in. Alain skates in. Pass to the middle. Nolan shot. Rebound. Another shot. They score. Roy. He sent that off to Alain. Cleared in. Duplessis pass to front. Dalal shooting. Save. McCormick. Jaillet makes a nice move to evade McCormick. Sees Seti right in the center. It banked off his skate. Will still clear the zone. There's a hit that was Poland. Seti clears out the boards. Robinson with Poland. A 2-on-1. Robinson shoots, blocker. And Dufel will now emerge on a 2-on-1. Coming up against O'Shea. Roddy shooting pad save. Rebound still loose. Sticked away from and taking it and swooping it away is LeBlanc. Now Stewart and Morrison on a 2-on-1. Stewart to Morrison and couldn't get a shot. They score! This way into the corner. Stewart makes a move at Dalal. Stewart wraparound attempt. Did he score? Ref's not sure where the puck is. Nolan tried to pass it over to Duplessis, blocked into the feet of Roy. Alain leaves it off for Duplessis. He cuts to the middle. Duplessis shoots off the ball. Back behind the net to be taken by St. Pierre. He's crunched to get the boards by McFadden. There's a shot for Poland off the post. It's behind that. They score. No goal. Looked like the puck had gone in. They're making it. Now they score. Mainly by Radier. Legier off of the blue line. Steve tries to shove it in. He's run over by Shannon. Down loose in front is Radier. Just put it back in. Yeah. And third period of action just starting. Face-off win for Morrison. He clears it past Annette, taken by Leblanc. Nolan, last one there. Roy, shot up past Duplessis. O'Shea sends a cross-ice pass right to the table of LeBlanc. LeBlanc works in and loses the puck off the poke check of Duplessis. Roy hammered off the boards. Almost gloved down by Shannon. Dadal with a nice move to the middle. Duplessis trying to get a shot off. Nolan trying to hold the line, takes a stumble, but does get it past Morrison. Nolan back up, Dadal on his backhand. Puck still loose before it's taken out by the Rivermen. Taking it out quickly with speed was Stewart before he was knocked off his balance. Duplessis skates through the center ice stop, poked away by LeBlanc. Cross ice pass taken by St. Pierre. He clears it in behind the Powers. St. Pierre giving a little reverse hit for Duplessis. Ward trying to go up to the blue line. Quickly poked away. Paulin skating up against St. Pierre. Paulin trying to get a shot off. Puck had just slipped off his stick. Robinson over to Paulin. Paulin shooting just wide of the net. Kitchen trying to pass that one off to City. He's hit up against the boards by Hamilton. Out in front, Paulin trying to get a backhand shot. That was City, rather. Trying to get a backhand shot over the shoulder of Robichaud. Loose puck, St. Pierre moves it behind his net. Pass to Chiasson. He'll one-touch it off to Roy in the middle. Roy trying to leave that one off for Ward. And faked City out as well. Going back the other way is Robinson. Backhanded away by Chiasson. Roy backhanded off the board. Taken Jaya in the corner. Trying to pass someone off for Paulin just out of his reach. Kept in by Courts. Roy along the right, shooting. Blocked by Kitchen. Going behind the net. Jaya gives a hit up. Courts. That's Roy, rather, still battling with it down in the corner. Trying to flip that out was Dufour. Tried once, second attempt, much better than the first. Getting by Chiasson. Dufour trying to get past Courts. Now getting it backhand behind the net, looking for options. Dadal. Trying to put it behind the net. That one's taken by Cameron. Trying to put it out of the zone, blocked in by Declan Steves. Dadal hit up against the boards.
Dufour pinned him against the boards by Chiasson. Courts also there, Roy and Rodier. Justin Roy flips that. Out of the neutral zone, Legal steps in. Hit by Chiasson, puck then goes behind the net for Cameron. Rodier has it in his feet, Cameron trying to dig it free. It's an 8-3 game in favor of the Flyers. Third period so far, mostly all Dieppe. There's a shot that the glove down by Robichaud. And so far, Sam Nolan leads the game so far with 5 points, 2 goals and 3 assists, multiple Flyers. There's 3 Flyers looking for their hat trick. Jaillet with 2, Nolan with 2, and Dallaire with 2. There's a shot, pad save, cleared out into the corner. Taken behind the net by Roy for Mullen. He's hit by Alain. Nolan keeps him at the blue line. Shoots it wide left of the net, taken by Duplessis, who's almost sandwiched. Paulin. Pass to Duplessis, almost got it back, but now taking it back the other way is McCormick. Trying to pass that one over to Montrose and sticked away by Alain. He then clears it to the far boards near the Rivermen bench. Duplessis skates up along the blue line. Pass to Nolan. Duplessis trying to send that over to Alain, who is pinching down just below the ringette line. Alain, one-timer attempt that's just wide by Paulin. A big collision near the blue line with Mullen and Duplessis. Flyers going to try to bring it back in. Nolan, pass over to Paulin. There's a shot from Duplessis that saved and blocked and taken wide. Alain at the blue line. Against the board, set to Nolan. Nolan trying to cut to the middle and try to put that back door to Duplessis. It's up towards the blue line. Roy, fresh off the bench, shooting. It's deflected. Another save by Robichaud. Paulin trying to turn around shot. And that one blocked by defenseman O'Shea, who has been using his body a lot this game, usually not to block shots, however. He uses his body usually to knock his opponents down. City, off the left, shooting. Blocked and tipped by O'Shea, then hit the pad of Robichaud. Morrison sent up for Stewart. Has LeBlanc with him. Stewart stops. Tried the toe drag in the middle. A shot that misses just wide. A shot that just misses wide. Jaillet moves that out of the zone. Jaillet, he's looking for his hat trick. Dallaire also looking for his hat trick. Winds in, tries to shoot, and tricked up by St. Pierre. We're going to have a power play coming to the Flyers soon enough. Robinson behind his net, trying to put that out in front. It's cleared away by Stewart. That's going to be a slash coming against Hugo St. Pierre. So we'll have a Flyers power play with 14:28 left to go in the third. Face off, won by Rodier. Dufour back to the line for Jaillet. Over for Kitchen. Set to Paulin. Paulin trying to get a shot off. It's blocked out in front by O'Shea. Courts cleared around the boards. Kitchen stops it with a skate near the blue line. Banks off the board past O'Shea. Behind the net it goes for Dufour. Dufour fakes one way behind the net. Sent all the way back up to the blue line for Jaillet. Surprisingly not getting picked off. Jaillet being pressured by Chiasson. Jaillet moves away to the net. Pass over to Paulin just out of his reach. Paulin trying to cross that, and a diving Alexis Chiasson breaks up the pass. Jaillet receives a pass from Kitchen. Steps in. Trying to leave that off for Dufour. He then is pickpocketed by Courts and will be cleared all the way down the ice. Powers going to lead that off for Jaillet. Sent to the middle, Nolan. Then cuts to the left. Nolan steps in. Waits. Scans the whole ice before passing to Duplessis. Duplessis cuts back towards the blue line, leaving that off for Legal. Legal for Steves. Nolan shooting. That one's blocked by his own teammate Dallaire. Nolan for Declan Steves. Pass over to Duplessis. Tipped and sent to Ligia. Back into the top. Steves firing. Deflected just wide by Nolan. Duplessis has a look. Sent out. Here's Steves walking in. Shooting. Saved. Dalal almost had the rebound. Back door unguarded. Dalal in the corner. Just less than 15 seconds. Dalal out in front. Nolan shooting. Saved and sent over into the corner. A great play by Robichaud, keeping Nolan off his hat trick. Leger passes a shot from Nolan. Rebound. It's sticked away. Defenseman diving is Shannon, denying a goal from, I believe that was Dalal. Backdoor waiting. Duplessis walks in. Still with it. Shooting from a sharp angle. And saved by Robichaud. Then Roy clearing it out of the zone. Stepping back in is Roy. Mateo Roy onside. Making his way around Shannon, trying to cut out in front. It's right up against the pad of Robichaud, and he'll cover. And now we'll end the play at 12 minutes exactly. Domination from the Flyers, and just can't get it past the net of Robichaud with multiple great chances. Here's the most recent one with Roy cutting in along the left and just leaves it against the pad of Robichaud. And he manages to cover it. Another face-off win by the Flyers. That's been important so far in this game. City cutting across, moving his way by St. Pierre, then trying to pass. It was picked off. Hamilton against the boards. This one won't leave the zone. Robinson trying to make his way in, and taking the puck is McCormick. Alain at center. Past the City, who enters the zone. He's shoved off by the McCormick. Roy trying to circle around. Hamilton. That pass over for St. Pierre is tipped away by City. Alain skates by Mullen. Now see it by McCormick and Roy. He will as he dumps the puck into the zone. Robinson attempting the hit with St. Pierre. Another picked off pass. Pola in the zone. Going around the net. Making his way past St. Pierre. Pass up for Roy. Skates along the line. Back skating before passing it to Pola. He's going to try a shot that just goes in between the legs of McCormick, but above the net. Alain pass. Trying to put that back door for Pola. Was Robinson, and clearing it out of the zone is Mullen. Alain leaving that off for City. City coming in quickly as the Rivermen made their changes. Flyers now making their changes currently. And touched up by O'Shea. And there's 6 Rivermen on the ice. So that's going to be a too many men penalty. We'll look at the replay. A miscommunication. And clearly 6 players. Going to serve the penalty is Cullum Shannon. So Flyers on the power play. Just under 2 minutes, but in breaking out quickly is Stewart. Has LeBlanc with him if he can get past Jaye, and Jaye plays some solid defending, so that option not available. Cleared along the boards, taken by Duplessis. Makes his way past by O'Shea. Duplessis trying to go 5-hole, rejected by Robichaud. Dufour gets hit by O'Shea in the corner, takes him down with him. Radi being pinned up against the boards by O'Shea. Now bringing it out is Stewart. Stewart tries to stretch pass over from LeBlanc and tipped away by Jaye. Kitchen retrieves the puck behind his net. Waits, scans the entire ice, looks one way, then passes over to Vadier. He circles around trying to get past Stewart. Then crosses it for Kitchen. Trying to pass it up for Dufour, broken up by O'Shea. Stewart finds it in his own zone. Back skating, waiting for options, goes around Duplessis. And shoots it deflected off the stick of Dufour. Will go all the way to Powers. His pass blocked by LeBlanc. LeBlanc not knowing where the puck is. Overskated it. Jaye. That pass over for Poland. Dalal for Paulin, who trips as he enters the zone. So in pressuring him quickly is Saint-Pierre. Nolan trying to find his way back. Nolan in tight. Around the net he goes. Still without his forehand, being pressured by Stewart. And then he go crashing hard into the boards. Bringing it out in front. Nolan still trying to do some nifty moves. Dalal just missing the net. Ever so close to his hat trick. Then jumping into his reverse hit. Trying to get by Stewart. They both go falling down. Paulin for Steves. Back for Paulin. Tries a shot from the blue line that misses the net. Another successful power play from the Flyers that just can't find the back of the net. Legal. Steves. Pass to the middle. Off the skates of Paulin. And Lucien will be cleared all the way down by LeBlanc. And this will go for icing. Power play had just finished seconds earlier. That face-off not done upright. We're going to have a redo. Getting kicked out of the draw is Ward. In to take his place is Chesson. Won by Robinson. Alain. Along the left. Passed out for City. City making his way behind the cage. Looks out in front. Duplessis shooting. Saved by Robichaud. Ward chucks it back behind his net, rimming it along the boards over for Morrison. Gathers it at the ring out line against the boards. Makes a knife move to get past City. Passes to the middle for Ward. He's quickly picked off and pickpocketed by Roy. Mathieu Roy skating in. Sharp angle shot that just misses wide. Some good defense by O'Shea. City flipped along the boards, making his way past Courts. Robinson being shoved by O'Shea. Loose puck along the side of the net, behind the net. Now it's taken by Ward. Trying to get that over to Morrison. It banks up against the boards. And Roy now fires it back, rimmed along the boards. Alain tries to stop the zone exit, and here comes O'Shea. O'Shea up with speed, making his way past Roy, and cleared away and stand by the standing Xavier Powers, who elects to, instead of making the save, stand up and shove the puck over into the corner. Flyers now try to exit the zone. Roy, his pass blocked at center ice. Swooping and picking it up is Duplessis. Trying to make him past Hamilton. He curls back to the blue line. Leaves it. There's Dufour with a shot, pad save, and sent over into the corner. Morrison and Dufour battling along the hash marks. Right next to the face-off dot before it's put up to the blue line. Jaya trying to spin around, and it's sent up to the red line in center. Saint-Pierre trying to shove Radier. Trying to clear that out. There was Hamilton. It makes it up above everybody. And an icing called at just less than 7 minutes to go. So far, no goals in this third period. There's 11 goals total after the second. It stayed that way. So far, we're over midway through. Not typical for this game. There's been goals left and right. There's Radier behind the net. Out in front, Nolan shooting. A good save by Robichaud. Kitchen fires it behind the net and now makes its way right next to the face-off circle down low. Dufour putting it behind the net. McCormick battling with Dufour and Radier. Radier finding the loose puck. Backhands that one over for Dufour on the boards. Dufour backhanded, misses every option and will go to the blue line. Jaya with a shot that goes high and above the net. Hamilton with Nolan. Nolan past Radier, shoots, scores. And add another Flyer that's ever so close to his hat trick. Radier gets his second goal right there. And he also had the last goal in the game. That's going to be his third of the season. He scored 2 of his 3 goals in this game. Or apologies, it's going to be his second of the game and second of the season. His 2 goals in the season, both coming in this game. There's a shot from Leblanc, saved by Powers. Now clearing it out of the zone was Paulin. Racing it is Dalal up against Stewart. And Stewart wins the battle and will clear it along the boards. O'Shea Tried to rim it around the boards, blocked by Dalal. Tried to backhand that in front, blocked by Stewart. Rimmed along the boards out of the reach of Roy. Taken by Steves, his shot blocked. Poland trying to get a shot. Ligel, a shot that just misses the net. Dalal up to the blue line. Steves, shot just wide of the net. Ligel hit up against the boards by LeBlanc. Flyers still with possession. Poland, Steves now running a square around the Rivermen before Poland had misplaced his pass. It will be cleared up by Shannon. Steves battling with Roy. Declan Steves wins the battle, sends it along the boards. Dalal, cross ice for Ligel. Ligel, who skates right through the center ice dot, will dump it in along the right side. Final 5 to go in a 9-3 hockey game, where the Flyers are up 9-3 on the Rivermen. Ligel trying to flip that along the boards, almost gloved down by Ligel. But taking it out is City. Loses the puck now for Stewart. City going around for Stewart, which is blocked. City trying to put that up back for Nolan. Nolan will just get possession, barely. Going to leave it off for his defense, Roy, who shoots into the glove of Robichaud. That's a whistle, just more than 4 minutes to go in a game that's now pretty much out of reach for the Rivermen to come back. Face-off taken by Dieppe. Roy for Duplessis. Duplessis cross ice. Alain sees the lane, shoots. And it goes right into the chest of Robichaud. Nolan into the face-off dot against Shannon. Is successfully won by Nolan. Alain at the blue line. Flips it in past Ward. Sam Nolan finding it behind the net, being pressured by Morrison. Sees Duplessis, fires, and glove saved by Robichaud. Hopped in and out of his glove. Nolan, Duplessis in the corner. Back to Nolan in the face-off circle. Nolan cuts to the middle, trying to get it on his forehand. Then sent to Alain at the blue line. Alain, one-touch pass. Nolan shoots. It's behind Robichaud. And not in the net. What a save by Mikko Robichaud. Face-off won by the Flyers. Kitchen trying to shoot it. Blocked by Mullen. Behind them is Hamilton, who rims it along the boards. Kitchen going to manage to keep it in the zone. He rims it back along the boards where it came from. Cameron going to put it behind the net. Hamilton. Outlet pass for Mullen. Cross ice over for Montrose, who clears it in, but just past the red line where he shot it. So that's going to be called an offside. That last goal to me, Radier from Nolan and Dufour at 6:04 of the third. And that is a 6-point night so far for Nolan. And just his second time getting 6 points in a night, which sounds odd to say, but 58 points in 18 games so far for Nolan. In the corner, Hamilton battling with Dufour. He eventually flips it out for Montrose. Over to Mullen. Riley Mullen, shot in. Misses wide of the net, comes out on the right side. Flyers now clear the zone. Jaya trying to skate up. Taken by Ruddy, and he's pickpocketed by Montrose. He skates in, shooting and missing the net wide left. Dufour pass to the middle, taken by Ruddy. Ruddy skates along the blue. He shoots. Deflected up and above the net. Coming down in the last 2 minutes, LeBlanc Skates down the lane with speed. Picked off by Paulin. Brought back in by Nolan. He flips it over to Dallaire. And taken by LeBlanc. He leaves that off for Shannon. Shannon passed right from the blue line, trying to get that over to Roy. Hopped over a stick. In comes Stewart. Past Legel. Stewart trying to throw that on front. Stick save. LeBlanc looking for a rebound. They score. Just under 2 minutes. There's another goal for the Rivermen. And as we're in the last minute of play, the clock's winding down. The next Flyers home game is Saturday, January 25th. Coming up at the end of the month at 4:40. It'll be live on our YouTube channel. Coming down to the last 30 seconds. Jaillet trying to work his way around the net. Robinson frees the puck from Cameron. Trying to cross ice that for Duplessis. Kitchen finds at the point, Duplessis. Out around the ringette line and hash marks, being poked loose by Courts. Trying to float out with Chesson. Kitchen going to put it back. Patted away, sticked away by Robichaud as puck gets pinned up against the boards, and that will be the game as the buzzer goes. The Flyers take this one by a score of 9-4.